we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top. We going higher and higher.
What is good, everybody? What is good? And welcome back to another live stream featuring your boy No Chill Saint. And we are about to get into one of the favorite locker room talk videos that people like to argue about. And we're going to sit here and debate whether or not Michael Jordan or LeBron James is the greatest of all time. Now, I just want to say a disclaimer first of all. This is my opinion. You can drop your opinions down in the comments. I'll see your opinions on the live stream. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, but at the end of the day, it's my opinion. And that's all that matters to me. So y'all can go argue with y'all's mamas, because y'all not about to sit here and change my mind with what I'm about to say. Another disclaimer is I am not a basketball player. I like basketball. I actually love basketball. I've always liked and loved basketball. If I were to rate my skills on a scale of 1 to NBA, I'm a casual rec hooper. I'm not going to put up no shots, but I will get hustle points. I'm going to get the rebound. I'm going to get assists. I'm going to do pick and rolls. I'm going to get all the steals, blocks. I'm hustle points. Shooting, on the other hand, if I had to put a field goal percentage out there, I'm probably shooting 7% from the field, 2% from the three throw line. I said three throw line, 3-point line, shooting a 2% from a 3-point line. I never played basketball in high school because I had scoliosis, but I do enjoy the game of basketball. And do not take any of this personally. I don't know any of these niggas, nor do I care about any of these niggas. And I do not care about any of these niggas in this type of regard. All I know is, after watching The Last Dance on Netflix, the Michael Jordan special documentary, I will say that Michael Jordan, he might be top 5, he might be top 2 of all time, but Michael Jordan is not the greatest basketball player of all time. And I'm not a sports analyst either. I'm just an opinionated nigga who has a microphone. Just like these niggas up there, all you need is an opinion, and that's what I have. And I will say it again. Michael Jordan is not the greatest basketball player of all time. He might have defined an era. Everybody wanted to be like Mike, like my dad likes to say. But in saying all that, he is still not the greatest of all time. Because LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron James is the greatest of all time. And this breakdown of this live is going to go into why he's actually the greatest of all time. So, sit back, relax, and let's get this started, because I have a lot to go over when it comes to the GOAT of basketball, LeBron. And I'm going to disprove why everyone thinks that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. Get off your back with nostalgia. The nostalgia's there. I get it. I get the nostalgia. Y'all were watching Michael Jordan when y'all grew up. A lot of y'all old heads have been watching Michael Jordan in his prime. I watched Michael Jordan when Michael Jordan was on the Wizards. That's the last time I remember Michael Jordan playing. Was on the Wizards. But y'all don't like to talk about that. But let's hear what Skip and Shannon have to say. It says static and a little echoey. Hold on. Let's see. We gonna try something. We gonna work it out. It said this damn mic. What about now? Does the mic sound better now? I said, does the mic sound better now? I said, and comment on the YouTube video. Stop texting me. Comment. They said they don't let you comment on the YouTube video. I said, that's cool. I said, but tell me if it's better or not. I said, and the crazy thing is, I got people texting me right now. I got people texting me right now about this right now, and they don't want to, like, nah, this is mad funny. So let's see what we got going, and let me check the mic. Yeah, a lot of y'all just have a lot of nostalgia. A lot of y'all just have a lot of nostalgia surrounding Michael Jordan, and I'm about to sit here and disprove that right now. Let's go ahead and get this started for us.
You have of Michael Jordan being chosen over LeBron James to represent the number 23?
I don't care nothing about no number. We know what time it is. One guy's about to have 13 first team All-NBA. The other guy had 10. Nobody has had, we have not seen a player enjoy this level of greatness for this extended period of time in NBA history. And I was watching a game because last night it was on another network, games 5 and 6, games 5 and 7. I was like, he did that. Skip, do you know he's the only player in finals history to lead everyone in every statistical category: point, rebound, assists, steals, and blocks?
First of all, I just want to make a point to add on. I said there's still static is crazy. I guess I do need to get a new mic. I said there's still static is crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. So got these big old headphones. We gonna try this. Is this better? All right. I said I added the gaming headphones into the microphone. Hopefully that fixes the issue right there. Said hopefully that fixes the issue right there. But like I was saying, LeBron James is the most long-lived longevity player that I can think of. The man has played 21 seasons. I repeat, 21 seasons. How many seasons did Michael Jordan play? How many seasons did Michael Jordan play? I just want y'all to be real. And let's not gloss over the fact Michael Jordan retired 3 times. He quit basketball in '93 because his dad died. Like, yes, I get it. You needed to grieve, but you went to go be shitty in another sport to come back to lose and then go on a three-peat, but that makes him the greatest of all time. I'm just saying, so he has a perfect finals record, but he gets to take breaks and go play baseball and do all this extra stuff, and he's supposed to be the greatest basketball player of all time. That's not my GOAT. LeBron has been in the league for 21 consistent seasons. No breaks. And he's only gotten better. LeBron James now is 10 times better than Michael Jordan was on the Wizards. But wait. Y'all don't like to talk about the Wizard years for Jordan. He was still putting up numbers. He was still putting up 20. But compared to his 30-point game average that he averages, he's getting 10 points less. LeBron James only gets better. LeBron James is a machine. LeBron James is what basketball is supposed to be. Michael Jordan was a baseball player for a time. But we just gonna gloss over that fact because he's the GOAT. Everybody wants to be like Mike. Okay.
Skip, that's never been done. Game 7, triple dub. Most triple dubs in final history. Skip, stop this. Y'all, okay, fine. We get numbers. What it seems to me, whoever had the number first got the credit. So, okay, yeah, he had the number first, so what? It's no big deal. We ain't crying about all that. But you know what time it is, Skip. You keep hanging, but he's 6-0 with 6 deads and the walk-off. I get all that. But that ain't changing my view. LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever dribble a basketball and play in the 70-plus year history of the NBA.
Thank you, Shannon. Made my point right there for me. This man LeBron is iconic. This man LeBron has broken records. This man LeBron James has been consistent. This man LeBron James has put his kids in the league. What the hell is Michael Jordan's kids doing? Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. And y'all want to sit here and tell me that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time? Michael Jordan. He might be number 2. I'll give him the number 2 spot. And that's debatable against Kobe. So, I mean, I said I'll give Jordan number 2. But he's not the greatest of all time. Because LeBron James has carried his teams to the finals. We're not going to sit here and act like Michael Jordan didn't have teams that were actually good. Like his whole team was playing. Please tell me who LeBron was playing with in 2007, the first time that he went to the NBA Finals. Was there any Hall of Famers on that 2007 Cavs team? Was there anyone who was first round Hall of Famer, even second round Hall of Famers? Were they even all-stars at that point? Did LeBron have a single all-star? Like, had anyone on that roster made the all-star team? No, LeBron James carried a bunch of G League motherfuckers to the NBA Finals, and he got swept by the Spurs. But what? Like he was carrying the G League. LeBron James was carrying the G League to the finals in 2007 at the age of 22. But y'all don't want to give LeBron no grace because y'all want to act like the San Antonio Spurs, the 2007 San Antonio Spurs, the 2007 San Antonio Spurs were actually a cold team. Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, arguably one of the best power forwards of all time. But the issue is LeBron went to the finals 10 times, but he's 4-6. Against the Spurs? 2 of those losses are to the Spurs. 2007, that loss to the Spurs was like prime Spurs. And then that second loss when he left Miami, they had Kawhi Leonard the Claw. So we gonna sit here and act like LeBron wasn't playing super teams this whole time and expected to do a lot of this stuff himself. One man does not make a basketball team. One man does not make a basketball team. You know who does make a basketball team? The other 4 guys who he's playing with. And you know who LeBron had? LeBron barely had any help. A lot of the times that LeBron James went to the finals, he did not have help. That finals where I think it was like 2015 or 2016, in that string when LeBron went from LeBron James was in the finals most of the 2010s. After that Lakers win, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm going to say that right now. I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan. But you mean to tell me that LeBron James was in the finals every single year from 2011 all the way up until 2018? You can't, what? And y'all want to sit here and act like Jordan was playing the Warriors. The 73-9 Warriors who beat Jordan's record. So the 73-9 Warriors, when LeBron had all his pieces, lost. LeBron had Kyrie. LeBron had Kevin Love. And they were up 3-1. The Warriors were up 3-1. The 73-9 Warriors were up 3-1. But they lost. To who? To who? LeBron James. Exactly. Because he had his full team and he had his full capability. That year beforehand, when he didn't have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, who was his team? Who was his team? And then LeBron took him to, he got 2 wins off of that. I think it was Fred VanVleet. I think Fred VanVleet was on that team the year before that, before they beat the 73-9 Warriors. And then what do the Warriors do? They want to go and add Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant want to go ahead and he want to make himself a part of the Warriors. I still don't support Kevin Durant because of that decision. I'm glad he got his rings. I'm glad he's happy. He's going in the Hall of Fame. I do not like Kevin Durant as a player. You're going to go and add yourself to a 73-9 Warriors team and then get your 2 championships. Oh, he's LeBron's kryptonite. The Warriors went 73-9. There's no way that you can tell me that they were the better team. They were up 3-1 and LeBron carried them 3 games. He carried them 3 games to win 4 Game 7. And y'all want to act like Michael Jordan didn't have key players on his team. The first 3 he had him and Scottie. Him and Scottie, I think Horace Grant was on there. There was a few other good key players that he had. And then when my dad died and he went to go play baseball and came back, didn't they get Dennis Rodman? Steve Kerr? So not only was Scottie Pippen on that team, they had Dennis Rodman and Steve Kerr. They had a team. LeBron hasn't always had a team. Yeah, we can sit here and talk about the Heat. The Heat was a great team. Yeah, we can sit here and we can talk about that Mavs loss because I'm going to sit here and be 100% real with you. The NBA tried to rig that season in order for LeBron to win with Miami. And the Mavs still came out and they beat their ass. Dirk and them, Jerry Stackhouse, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, like they still beat their ass. And you know what LeBron did? He adapted. He adjusted. And they came back and they was in the LeBron James is a longevity player.
That's facts.
I said, like a longevity. That man is built. I said, that man LeBron James is built for longevity.
That is phony.
What does Hayden Skip gotta say? Skip. What you gotta say, Skip? What Skip gotta say?
That is phony facts because, yeah, I know what time it is. It's about 11 o'clock Eastern time, and Michael Jordan is still and always will be the GOAT. And you are having a terrible week, and you will not give it up, even though you should, because you're sounding more and more delusional, because this week, Michael Jeffrey Jordan was even voted in an ESPN fan poll the greatest college player ever.
The greatest? LeBron didn't even go to college. LeBron went straight from high school into the league. Of course he's going to be the greatest college player of all time. Because LeBron James didn't go to college. He's from Akron. He got drafted from Akron High School. I know, Skip. Skip. I know you're not sitting. Look at Shannon. Look at Shannon's face. Look at Shannon's face. He got the same face I got right now. You mean to tell me that's the first thing he came with? A fan poll? You trust in the masses of the fans? He was the greatest college basketball player of all time. Well, if they think he's the greatest NBA player of all time, and LeBron James didn't go to college, by default, hell yeah, he's the greatest college player of all time. And then, that's arguable, Bill Russell. And we're not even going to get into that argument because we're comparing two different players from two different eras. Like LeBron James ain't have a higher level of competition. All right, Skip. Let's see what Skip got to say. Let's see what Skip. Come on, Skip. Don't do it like that, Skip.
And now on top of that, The Athletic says, well, undoubtedly, the player who should represent number 23 in NBA history is Michael Jordan. Obviously the original 23, but he's the GOAT. And you've got to give this up because in the end, Shannon, it's laughable for you to even try to make this case. It's laughable for LeBron. In fact, I saw a clip on ESPN this morning of LeBron talking about what was it on More Than an Athlete that he was doing with Maverick Carter. And he was saying, the night that we came back from 3-1 down in one game 7, that's when it hit me. This makes me the greatest player ever. No, it doesn't. What do you...
Why, Skip? Please tell me why that doesn't make him the greatest player of all time. Never in an NBA Finals before that NBA series, that has been unheard of. It was unheard of that you were 3-1 and you came back to win the NBA Finals. That was never done before until LeBron James and the Cavs did it. Why doesn't that make him the greatest all time? Oh, because Jordan has his own shoe? He branched off. He was a good businessman. All he did was shut up and dribble. And you can sit like that. That's what fucking Jordan did. He shut up and dribbled. He put the ball in the hoop. That's it. That makes it like he was good. Top 2. He's number 2. One thing Michael Jordan was good for was shutting the hell up and dribbling. He did not get no opinions on no political shit. He ain't do no advocacy. Michael Jordan was just about basketball. And that's all he was a basketball player. And he's still not the greatest of all time.
What are you talking about? Makes you the greatest player ever? I mean, the reason he's got all those numbers is he's played forever. What's he up to, like 22 years now? And he played in 8 straight finals because he was able to dominate the Eastern Conference. So he played in the finals. He poured numbers into the stat sheets of the finals. He stuffed the stat sheets of finals.
I just want to say that the Bulls are in the East. I'm really trying to sit here and think about the teams that Michael Jordan and them was playing in the playoffs that were just cold. For all you basketball advocates out there who's a little bit older than me, who actually grew up watching this, was the East really competitive back in the day? Maybe the Pistons. I don't even think the Pistons are in the East. They might be in the East. Yeah, they're in the East. I said, you mean to tell me? They said, he's talking about the least? The Bulls are in the East. So the competition in the East hasn't really been shit to begin with. So he's disproving his own argument.
Because he got to play in so many of them. but he's 3-6 in those finals. He did a reverse Tom Brady. Tom's 6-3 in Super Bowls. He's 3-6, and he's lucky because Ray Allen saved his legacy with the greatest clutch shot I've ever seen, or they would have lost that one to my Spurs. And what LeBron should be known more for are his epic failures, his meltdowns. In Boston, that last series, his first go-round in Cleveland, when the owner, Dan Snyder, even accused him of quitting against the Celtics as he just folded in games 4, 5, and 6. And then his first go-round with the Heat, first finals with the Heat. That was the all-time superstar meltdown I have ever seen.
I will give him that. I will give him that. There's no reason, there is literally no reason why the Mavs won that series except grit, willpower, and they just really hit that hoe. Like, LeBron was not playing good in that first NBA Finals with the Heat, and he does have a point about that. But the fact that he said that the East wasn't competitive, the East has never been competitive. Can someone please tell me when the East was competitive? The East just got competitive like 5 years ago. So he want to sit here and talk about, oh, the East isn't competitive. The East has never been competitive. And then you want to sit here and try to compare, okay, the Mavs, okay, the 2011-2012 Mavs, that year that the Mavs won, I genuinely think the Heat should have won that series. The NBA rigged a lot of shit in order for LeBron to win. They blocked that Chris Paul trade from the Lakers, and I still do not fuck with David Stern for doing that because they knew the Lakers were going to go to the finals. But there is literally not a single reason why they are comparing the Golden State Warrior. Like, he played the Golden State in most of those finals. After 2014, when he lost to the Spurs, he was playing Golden State. We gonna sit here and act like Golden State is a slouch team? That first year he lost, he didn't even have his whole team. He didn't have Kyrie. He didn't have Kevin Love. What was he supposed to do? He was playing, like I said, he was playing with J.R. Smith and Fred VanVleet, 2015. But then when he gets his pieces back, he comes back 3-1 against the 73-9 Warriors. Y'all love to talk about regular season stats. The 73-9 Warriors. They literally had the best record in the NBA of all time. 73-9. But we gonna just ignore the fact that he playing the fucking Monstars when they added Kevin Durant. And then y'all want to discredit the bubble ring. The bubble ring? You mean the ring where everybody had the same opportunity? There were no fans, no home court advantages. Niggas were just hooping? So the most purest form of basketball doesn't count because niggas didn't have a home court advantage. Are you serious? Like, the whole bubble ring argument is so stupid. There's literally no reason why y'all try to discredit that win that he got on the Lakers. Everybody had a chance to rest during COVID. Everybody got a chance to take a break. The NBA season took a break for a month or two before they started doing the stuff at Disney. But no, everybody, the bubble ring doesn't count. Why? Your team was rested and they got their ass beat. What does everybody do during the off season after the NBA Finals and there's not an Olympics? Them niggas go hoop at LeBron's house. They would have had the damn NBA Finals. Sorry, they would have had the NBA playoffs at LeBron's house if his house was big enough. But no, they had to put everybody in Disney. So everybody had the same chance, same opportunity. There was no distractions, no home court advantage, just pure hooping. The bubble was literally just professional basketball players going to hoop at the Rec. That's literally what it was. But they want to discredit LeBron. Come on. All right, Skip. Come on, Skip.
And then in 2013, Game 6, he had an epic meltdown in the last 3 minutes of that game and missed, or LeBrick, I should say, the tying 3, and Ray Allen canceled it and saved him with the clutchest shot I've ever seen. And then 2014, he had an epic failure in games 3 and 4 in Miami as they blew that series to my Spurs. It was 1-1 going home to Miami. Then 2014, go look, it's just one after the other. That was when they...
He said 2014 a few times. I said, because let's not sit here. LeBron has 2 finals with Miami. He has 1 finals with Cleveland. And he has 1 finals with the Lakers. And he's been carrying each and every single team that he has been on in that series. Name somebody who's been better than LeBron James. Name a better player on any of those teams than LeBron James. I believe that if LeBron had his full roster when he played the Warriors the first time and Kyrie wasn't injured and Kevin Love didn't get injured in that game 1, LeBron would have beat the Warriors then too. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about how LeBron was facing injuries on his team, but Michael Jordan had a whole healthy team. And I hate the argument that Michael Jordan would have won 8 in a row if he didn't retire, but he didn't retire. He did retire because his dad died and he didn't feel the love for the game anymore. I understand. That was probably the most human thing for Michael Jordan that we've seen. But he decided to give up something that he was good at, that his dad loved to see him play, to go be shitty at baseball? Why? Like, why? Can someone tell me why the greatest of all time, their GOAT, Michael Jordan, quit because his dad died and went to go play baseball? Please, I'm open to listen. I am open to listen. Please tell me why y'all's GOAT quit basketball to go play baseball. Because he thought he was him in all them sports, didn't he? I don't even think he was in the MLB. I think he was in the league down from the MLB. But since he was Mike, they was riding him still. They said, ride him. Come on, like the nostalgia, like I understand nostalgia, but let's be realistic now, guys. Come on.
They got blown off the floor by a record margin by my Spurs. And then how about that game 1 at Oracle a couple of years ago when he just melted down after overtime and quit on his team? I don't know. Jordan didn't ever have one of those.
I know he's not talking about quitting on his team. I know he's not talking about quitting on his team when he's retired 3 times. The first time he retired, 93. My dad died. Okay, you get a pass for that one. Second time he retired, 99. Okay, he just got another 3-peat. He had 2 3-peats. Great, love that. Second best basketball player of all time. But then, y'all want to sit here and act like he never played for the Wizards. Oh, his Wizards, he was still doing good on the Wizards. But is he doing, like, he was like, what, 40, 30 something? LeBron the same age put it up way better numbers. LeBron at his age breaking records. They said LeBron James is breaking all these records because he's been in the league so long. Well, isn't that a testament to how good he is? That he can maintain himself and that he can play that long and actually put up numbers like that? Or am I tripping? Maybe I just sound like I'm hating, but I'm not trying to take anything away from Jordan. Jordan is top tier. He defined the NBA. He has a lot of iconic moments, but he is not the greatest of all time. Listen.
And that's all I can remember from LeBron James.
Can I ask you a question? When Jordan couldn't get out the first round, what number was he wearing? He had to be wearing another number, right? Because see, what you do is that you hold final losses against LeBron, but you never hold Michael Jordan not getting out of the first round. Now, you keep saying that he went up against historical great Big Three Celtics. Was the Warriors in 17 and 18, were they not historically great? So so you mean to tell me Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Kawhi, 4 Hall of Famers, he couldn't beat them, so he's terrible?
Like, do you hear Shannon? He's saying what I'm saying. LeBron is playing Hall of Fame teams. He's playing Hall of Fame teams. But he gets criticized and penalized because he can't beat Hall of Fame teams. Cool, Michael Jordan beat the Lakers on a decline Magic Johnson. Right before Magic got, when they found out Magic had AIDS and they didn't want to play with his ass no more. Because they thought something about the blood transfer. First of all, niggas were dumb back in the 90s. Let's just admit that. Can we agree that y'all were dumb as fuck in the 90s? Y'all thought the world was going to end because y'all thought the clocks were going to all reset back to zero. Yeah, I get it. Y'all didn't understand stuff, but this man Shannon Sharpe is from that era. Like, there were literally, I bet you, not Shannon Sharpe, I'm tripping. Skip Bayless. I bet you Skip Bayless was probably one of the ones who thought the world was going to end because the clocks were all going to reset to zero. Now let's just throw that out there. Y'all weren't the brightest people in the world. I'm just saying.
He loses when they got Rondo, they got Kevin Garnett, they got Ray Allen, they got Paul Pierce. He couldn't beat them, so he's a failure. Michael Jordan couldn't beat the Big Three Celtics. He couldn't for the longest until they started dismantling. See, people like, well, they went over the hill. When you keep going, making these deep playoff runs, like the Pistons did, year after year, eventually, yeah, you're going to track them down. That's what happened to Golden State. 5 straight finals. And the wheels came off, literally and figuratively, because Klay Thompson blew out his knee, KD tore his Achilles, and we all know what happened. Toronto won the series. Skip, 8 straight finals. He did that. 8 straight. But you don't hold first-round bow-outs, losing in the conference finals against Michael Jordan, like you hold finals losses against LeBron. Why?
Because that's his GOAT. Michael Jordan is Skip Bayless's daddy. That's the only reason. Because that makes no logical sense.
As I continue to upgrade my style when I come to the game, I'm about to go out there and have the same kind of style on the football field, where it's just...
I don't know who that is.
Okay, let's just do this then. Let's go back to the shot heard round the world against Orlando in his first go-round in Cleveland, and they go up 2 games to 1, and everybody's telling me, boy, you're going to have to eat crow on this one. No, I don't think I'm going to have to eat crow. And what happened in games 4,
They didn't go up 2-1, Skip. They didn't go up 2-1. They were already down 0-1 because Orlando had beaten them game 1. That was the game 2 shot. Orlando beat them twice in Orlando. He came back, won in Cleveland, and then they beat them again in Orlando. They lost 4-2. They weren't up no 2-1 against Orlando.
Is he talking about the year where Dwight Howard made it to the finals? Is that what he's talking about? That finals where Kobe Bryant and my Lakers stomped the Magic? Is that what he's talking about? Right after he came off of that big, right after he carried a bunch of nobodies again to the finals? Or at least the Eastern Conference Finals. I know that's not what he's talking about. I said, I remember this stuff. I can tell you all this stuff. I lived LeBron James' greatness. I have seen LeBron James greatness. They want to talk about LeBron James crashing out and throwing tantrums or whatever.
Okay, but after he hit the shot heard around the world, they still lost in 6 games. They didn't even get it to game 7.
Okay.
He's the GOAT. He's on his. Okay, don't give me that. That's a failure. That's an epic fail on LeBron's part because it was just a collection of shooters around Dwight Howard. You're better than those guys. You're still the best player on the court, and you lose in 6 games after you hit the shot heard around the world.
So you heard Skip, right? That the better team won. In basketball, it's a team game. How many rings is Michael Jordan winning without Scottie Pippen? Even in the last dance, he was waiting for Scottie Pippen to come back for the last dance. He was waiting on Scottie. I don't know if I could do this without you, Scottie. How many NBA Finals is Michael Jordan winning without all his pieces? Without Phil Jackson? Tell me, how many finals is Michael Jordan winning?
And then against the Celtics next year, if you're that guy, come on, you gotta be, you can't just quit, as Dan Gilbert said. And then I had to hear the story from the inner circle. Oh, LeBron had to be sedated in games 4, 5, and 6 against Boston. Stop it. And then, of course, he takes his talent to South Beach, and he joins forces with Dwayne and Chris Bosh. He wasn't by himself. And in the finals he won against the Baby Thunder, did he not get huge help from Shane Battier hitting threes and Mario Chalmers going crazy?
So we agree. He had help. So he went from a team where he had no help, and he just lost to the fucking Celtics. And y'all want to talk about super teams? Was the Celtics not a super team? Please tell me, when it was a Lakers-Celtics finals going back and forth, the last Lakers-Celtics finals that we've seen until this year is going to be a Lakers-Celtics NBA finals this year. I'm calling it now. Y'all can quote this back, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I see it coming. Lakers-Celtics NBA finals 2025. But you mean to tell me that the Celtics weren't a super team? Oh, they built that team. So you mean to tell me that Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Prawn Ray Allen, you mean to tell me that's not a super team right there? Are you serious? Are you serious? Please tell me that you're not serious right now. You mean to tell me that because LeBron James lost to the Monstars multiple times, so we just gonna sit here and act like that Celtics team wasn't crazy in itself? Kobe and them barely won against, like, they were struggling them damn selves. Seriously, that was a crazy fight. Because he don't have help? He's not the greatest of all time because he didn't have help. That's the argument. And he's literally making my point right now. He said Shane Battier hitting threes. He has everybody else hitting threes. So when NBA basketball players actually play like NBA basketball players and they're actually decent and he has a supporting team like Michael Jordan had, he's able to win? But take away Scottie Pippen. Take away Scottie Pippen. I dare you. Y'all not good. He's not going 6-0 in the NBA Finals. Take away Scottie Pippen for one of those NBA Final runs, and then put him up against any team in the finals that he played. You can put him up against the Monstar Warriors. You can put him up against the damn You can put him up against the Spurs when he lost twice there. Maybe not the Mavericks. Now that Mavericks team, and by the way, Nico Harris, worst motherfucking trade in the entire NBA history. I want to watch that game tonight. I want to see G.O.A.T against Anthony Davis. Y'all traded a man who was in his prime. Luka is my age. Luka is 26. Y'all traded a man away in his prime for a man who is 10 years older, talking about this is the piece that we need. Speaking of the piece that we need, was Anthony Davis playing in the 2023 NBA Western Conference Finals? I don't remember. I'm not even gonna get on street clothes right now. This ain't even about street clothes. It's not about street clothes. This is about LeBron and Michael Jordan. LeBron is the greatest basketball player of all time.
And then Mike Miller hitting 7 threes in that closeout game 5 in Miami. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here?
You see?
He needed a lot of help. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. Okay, so what?
What? I could be an NBA analyst if you just want somebody to sit here and say some crazy shit. I said, I can sit here and say some crazy shit all fucking day. Like, is that all it takes to be an NBA analyst? Just yell loud and just say random off the wall shit like Scottie Pippen isn't a damn Hall of Famer. Bro, what is this man on about?
So what? A top 50 player. So what? Dennis Rodman, a top 50 player. So what? 50. Really? I know he did skip.
What did he just?
A top 50 player. So what?
Who?
Really player. So what? Dennis Rodman, a top 50 player. So what?
Who?
So what? Dennis Rodman, a top 50 player. So what? Really?
I gotta put the subtitles on for that one. What did he just say?
So what? A top 50 player. So what? Dennis Rodman, a top 50 player. So what? 50. Really? I know he did skip. Hold on. That man was a made man before he set foot. He had 2 championships and 2 defensive players of the year, and he led the league in rebounding for 6 or 7 straight years. He was a made man before he even saw Michael Jordan. He used to put paint on Michael Jordan's head. But you see what you did? If LeBron is the guy, he's got to beat the Celtics. Well, if Jordan is the guy, he's got to beat the big 3 Celtics. Why not? Why do you hold? I'm just trying to figure out, why do people hold LeBron to a higher standard than they hold Michael?
And he's absolutely right. We're not going to sit here, and they say the big 3 Celtics, we're not going to even sit here and act like that team with, like I said, Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett wasn't no serious super team either. We're not even going to sit here and play like the Celtics haven't always been a good team. And I can't stand the Celtics. Ooh, I can't stand the Celtics. Maybe that just might be my purple and gold. I said, I bleed purple and gold, but I can't stand the Celtics. Got more rings than us. Barely, but ooh, I can't stand the Celtics.
If Michael is the GOAT, beat the big 3 Celtics. Beat the bad boy Pistons before they start dismantling them. Before they got old. They were the bad boy Pistons in the 80s.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. I don't know who that is.
Be sure to check out more of the best.
Thank you for watching. I said I got another video. I said I got another video for y'all. Hold up. I said, but do you see how people be defending Michael Jordan, bro? Like, you can't tell me this not delusional. Like, you cannot tell me that this not delusional. Hold up. This one's a little shorter. What does Stephen A gotta say? You know he can't stand LeBron. I want to hear what he has to say.
One of the other things I wanted to touch on, I have an opportunity to do because I was on vacation, was LeBron James saying that after he won the championship for Cleveland about 3 years ago, he knew then he was the best in the world. He was the greatest ever. Well, he should be the only one that knows that. LeBron James on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. LeBron James, one of the greatest players in the history of the game. You want to debate 2 or 3 between him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Feel free. But I don't want to hear anything about him being better than Michael Jordan. I'm not listening to it. I'm not trying to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't believe it.
I said, I know you wouldn't believe it. I said, I seen that stat line when you did in college. I can't talk. I don't have no high school stats, no college stats. I'm a scoliosis kid. I said, they ain't let me play. My back was fucked up. I said, they made me get out of that shit. I said, I ain't get cleared with the physical, and they sent my ass to theater. But I said, that nigga, what does he have to say? What does he have to say? Let me just.
Not even a little bit. I want that to be very, very, very clear. LeBron James has lost 6 NBA Finals. LeBron James took years to get to the point where I thought Jordan always was. That infamous performance against the Dallas Mavericks in the finals, you don't get to shove that aside. That's all a part of the resume. All a part of the resume.
I said, but everybody and their mama love to forget that Warrior season. Everybody and their mother loves to forget that Warrior season for whatever reason. I don't know why. But they always love to talk about that. They always love to talk about that Warrior season. So I think I fixed the microphone issues. Hold up. Finally, I'm like, dang, why do I have 2 microphone sources on here? I said, I think that it might have actually fixed a lot of the issues with the static. I said,
I can make an argument that if Jordan hadn't stepped away from the game to go play baseball and all of that stuff, Jordan would have won 8 straight NBA titles.
And this is that nigga who said that. I said, I knew one of y'all niggas said that. It said it had to be. I said, it had to be him who said, this man is one of the. Man, if you don't get your woulda, shoulda, coulda ass on the fuck out of here. If Michael Jordan didn't retire, but he did. He retired to go be shitty. In baseball. Because his dad died. He gets grace. Michael Jordan is a human being. But you mean to tell me that we giving him a pass? We giving this man a pass because he retired 3 times. Shit, I'm surprised he hasn't came back yet. You know he like to make come. You know like when a rapper say they retire and then drop another album. That's what he was doing. This is the go. If Michael Jordan didn't retire, he would have won 8 NBA Finals. Oh, what the heck? What is this Dragon Ball Z? What if? We talking about what ifs? There's a lot of what ifs. What if I won $1 million? I mean, like, what if the fucking world blows up? What if we sitting here basing his greatness off of what ifs? Seriously? Really, guys? Come on, guys. Come on. Y'all can't sit here and y'all basing y'all's GOAT argument off of a what if. He's basing his GOAT argument off of a. Let me let him finish. Let me let this man finish.
I could have made that argument. 8 straight NBA titles. Won 8 straight NBA titles. I could have made that argument. 8 straight NBA titles. You don't think he could have done it? You don't think the Chicago Bulls would have beat Hakeem Olajuwon and Robert Horry and Kenny Smith and those boys? You don't think that would have happened? I believe they would have.
But did he? Did he do it? Did he not? Did he? Someone tell me if he did or not. Did he go 8-0? No. You want to know why? Because his dad died. He didn't have the love for the game anymore. He didn't want to play no more. And then when they clowned his ass for playing baseball, and he had whatever epiphany he had on the Last Dance, he came back. After the fucking Bulls rebuilt and they got better and better. Okay. Alright. You old heads are something else. You old heads are something else.
I think they would have beat Houston. So, to me, Jordan's the greatest ever. It's just that simple. No disrespect to LeBron, but Jordan's the greatest ever. Career 30-point per game scorer, more than that in the postseason. Phenomenal. 9-time all-first team defensive player. Let me please. Nothing to talk about here. When Jordan and Pippen wanted to clamp down on you and guard you 94 feet, there was nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. They put the clamps on you. Shut it down. I'm just saying.
This is Google Pixel 9a with Gemini. It's free at Verizon, with plans starting at $30 a line. And this is...
He ain't even give no real argument. He ain't really give no real argument. He just sat there and talked about his feelings. Like I'm doing right now, but I'm like, you're a professional NBA analyst. And you sitting like, is there not a better one from Stephen A? Does Stephen A not have a better
Would LeBron missing the postseason officially end this debate?
No. The debate never existed. As far as I'm concerned. There was never a debate. I've never once considered LeBron James better than Michael Jordan. I don't now.
like this is on the internet. I love the internet. The internet lives forever. And then, like I said, no disrespect to Michael Jordan. You are number 2. You are the second greatest basketball player of all time. I don't know any of these niggas personally. I don't know LeBron personally. I don't know Michael Jordan personally. Y'all are probably great people. I'm just talking like these niggas like to talk as a basketball analyst. A basketball analyst. I'm a basketball analyst. I have a microphone and an opinion. I'm a basketball analyst. I'm a basketball analyst. All right, nigga.
Would LeBron missing the postseason officially end this debate?
No. The debate never existed. As far as I'm concerned. There was never a debate. I've never once considered LeBron James better than Michael Jordan. I don't now, and I never will. And those who want to have that conversation, the Rich Pauls of the world and some of his friends and Mav and all of these guys, they're entitled to their opinions. That's what makes the world go round. But I'm not trying to hear that. Because the thing that I look at is this. LeBron James, you can look at LeBron James and his all-around skills and his physical prowess or whatever. You can make an argument that LeBron James was a better player per se all around than Michael Jordan.
Now this is before we got that ring in Los Angeles 2020. I said the Lakers have gotten a ring in every single decade since the 80s, I think. I think so. You got a 3-peat in the 2000s. Then we won one in 2010. Then we won one in 2020. I think we won a few in like the 80s. And we might have. I gotta check my Lakers history. But I'm pretty sure we won one in every single decade. Just like the fucking Spurs. Oh, I hate the fucking Spurs.
Because Michael Jordan was a pure, unadulterated assassin and scorer, and LeBron James brings more of a completion to his game in terms of rebounds, assists, and all of this stuff. So you can look at it that way and say for the first 46 minutes, you know, and you know, during the regular season and stuff like that, over a body of 82 games, you know, he might have some kind of edge. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about when it really counts. I'm thinking about when money's on the line. I'm thinking about also the biggest thing for me, and that is this.
Did he say when money's on the line? Like they don't bet during regular season games? Nigga, do you know how many niggas I know that are on prize picks? Over, under, on regular games. Now it's the playoffs. You think
what LeBron matured into, guys like MJ, Kobe, them came into the league with, an assassin's mentality. I'll never forget what I hold against LeBron most in terms of his basketball game. It's an exhibition all-star game years ago when ultimately before they had lost the finals to Dallas. The next year they're in the all-star game. LeBron has the ball. Kobe is guarding him at all-star weekend. Ain't nothing but fun. It's an exhibition. Let's go.
And Drake fucked the fucking photo up. I hate Drake. Drake done ruined that iconic photo. The iconic photo with fucking LeBron James and Kobe Bryant at that All-Star game got fucked up by Drake. Got a whole video about why Drake ain't shit. Fucking Drake. Drake. Oh, Drake.
And LeBron turns the ball over, trying to throw the ball into the corner to Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo jumped on him. D-Wade jumped on him. Kobe jumped all over him. Everybody walked over to him and was like, what are you doing? You're LeBron. You're great. You're phenomenal. It's an exhibition game. Why would you do that? Because he hadn't gotten to that point where he was comfortable enough in his own skin. He was still damn near scared of his own shadow half the time, particularly when it comes to getting to the free throw line. So what I'm telling you is the fact that it took him those years to maturate to that point that MJ came into the league with is the ultimate reason why I have always given MJ the edge. MJ needed help.
Are we is he saying because an 18-year-old LeBron James took a little bit longer to come into his dominance that he's not the GOAT? And Jordan was 21, 22? You're giving a man who came straight from high school, Mike, high school. Think about how y'all used to act in high school. Just think about it. Think about how you were in high school and how you were at 21, 22 years old. Two totally different people, two totally different mindsets. Am I right? Am I right? My nigga LeBron James went from playing motherfuckers who peaked in high school to professionals. All right.
In terms of personnel, LeBron James needed self-help because he didn't have it at the time. He has it now, but he didn't have it then. And that is why Jordan will always have the edge over him. Not just the 6 NBA Finals losses match, but it's also the mentality that LeBron James was devoid of. That's the issue for me.
You make the anecdotal argument. Let me make another kind of argument. First of all, the debate's not over, but I'm going to table that for a second. I believe the debate's over, but the debate itself will continue, even though LeBron missed the playoffs. I'll explain. Here's my argument for Jordan. Number one, every advanced metric says his peak was higher than LeBron's. He has a higher PER. He played more games per season, more minutes per game per season. He has more win shares per season than LeBron. He is 6-0 in championships. And by the way, well, what about all those championships he didn't make? The first time Michael Jordan played with an All-Star, the first time, was Scottie Pippen's first All-Star season. That season, they went to a Game 7 with the defending and would-be repeating champion, Pistons. Pippen played 42 minutes, scored 2 points with a migraine. So once again, Jordan was without an All-Star, only reason they lost. The following season, Stephen A., Pippen was an All-Star again. Michael Jordan never again didn't win the championship in under 7 games. And there was another interesting fact I saw today. Starting from right in the lead up to that first championship, Michael Jordan's Bulls, until his second retirement after the 6 championships, never lost 3 games in a row, ever. Not in the regular season, not in the playoffs. It's 500 regular season games, 126 playoff games. Never lost 3 games in a row, ever.
So does that have more to say about Michael Jordan as a player, or does that say more about Michael Jordan's pieces and his team? So we're in agreement. So we actually agree. Michael Jordan's had a better team this whole time. And so basketball isn't a team sport. There's not 5 players who play on the basketball court. There's only one guy. One guy makes or break the team. Yes, absolutely. You need to have that star player. You need to have supporting players for that star player. You need a pretty dominant center. Nowadays you need somebody who can catch and shoot and set that guy up and be a secondary scorer to your number one guy. Michael Jordan had all that. So we gonna sit here and act like Michael Jordan carried that whole fucking team and he's the whole Bulls. All right, man.
So all the advanced metrics say he's number one. He wins the most championships. He hits the most clutch shots. All these kind of things. His peak was higher than LeBron's, and LeBron's not at his peak anymore. So that ship has sailed. It's over. However, this is the reason the argument isn't. Because some people will say, well, that's the way you define greatness. If a guy has a long enough career who hit the highest peak and maintained it for a good amount of time, that's Jordan. Maybe someone else defines it differently. Hey, we're drafting someone to start their career. We want the most win shares from that player, a player who's going to be worth the most wins to us over the long haul. Well, LeBron never took 3 years off. And LeBron is the greatest player with this number of minutes played in the history of basketball by a lot. So depending on someone, it's like in baseball, someone says, who's the greatest pitcher ever? Sandy Koufax, the quality of his prime. But someone else may say, well, Bob Gibson or Tom Seaver or someone that pitched so much longer as an effective pitcher that they were worth more. I'd rather have that guy on my team. So the debate is not over just because LeBron doesn't make the playoffs. Now, if he also doesn't go on to win another championship in LA and that's how he goes out or not even compete for one, then it probably is. But if LeBron goes on to win one other chip in these 4 years with the Lakers, there will be those who argue, look, over the course of his career, I'd rather have LeBron. I disagree with them. I think they lose the argument, but that will rage on.
I said, who the hell is he? You the end all be all? Who the hell is he? He made some great points. He made some great points. Higher peak, higher PER. He made some great points. But if I had to pick somebody to build my franchise around and actually get good players, like LeBron, I'm picking LeBron. I'm genuinely picking LeBron. Me personally, I'm picking LeBron James. LeBron James has the most points of all time as a player. LeBron James has went to 10 NBA Finals. Y'all want to sit here and act like he's losing to some slouches. He's been playing the fucking Warriors, the Spurs. Every team that they've mentioned so far that he's been playing against has been a top-tier caliber team. Are y'all serious? Are y'all sitting here and telling me that LeBron James isn't the greatest of all time and he's had harder competition? So we gonna sit, and I'm not even gonna use the plumber argument that niggas like to use for Jordan. Jordan was playing plumbers. I'm not even gonna use that. But we gonna sit here and act like the 73-9 Warriors with an additional KD wasn't no fucking super team? Honestly, if I had to take greatest NBA teams of all time, I'm taking, and I hate to say this, I'm taking that Warriors team from fucking 2017 to 2018. Steph Curry, Hall of Famer. Klay Thompson, Hall of Famer. Kevin Durant, Hall of Famer. You can make an argument for Draymond. Draymond's a Hall of Famer too. Andre Iguodala. I think he won 6th Man of the Year that one time. So, you mean to tell me that they got Exodia? They playing Exodia, but I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Michael Jordan and his Bulls aren't doing shit against the Golden State Warriors. Sorry, I hate to say it. That Bulls team was a mid-range. There was a mid-range team, and yes, the game has changed multiple times. But the Splash Brothers, nigga, the Splash Brothers. We gonna sit here and act like that LeBron James didn't beat the greatest basketball team of all time in the Splash Brothers with Kevin Durant? Okay, he didn't beat the Splash Brothers with Kevin Durant, but he did beat the greatest regular season team record of all time. And then they went to go add Kevin Durant. I still don't agree with it. They did what they had to do to win their championships. They got rid of competition. Oh, if LeBron can go make a super team, we can go make a super team. I'm like, good Lord. And I'm going to sit here and I'll tell you right now why I do not like Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook were up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. And they blew a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference Finals. And then he goes and joins the Warriors, who just blew a 3-1 lead. And now they win in championships. I'm like, so not only did it happen once in the NBA Finals when LeBron brought him back, so be the first team to win a Game 7 coming back from a 3-1 deficit. The Thunder had just lost to a 3-1 to the Warriors. That is why I do not like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, he's a great basketball player. He's probably a great person. I just don't like how they moved after that. But shit, who cares? It's my opinion. He got 2 rings. I don't have no basketball rings. You know they like to. I said I ain't got no basketball rings. I never played in the NBA. Like I said, I didn't even play high school ball because I had scoliosis. So who gives a fuck what I think, right? Just like, who the hell is this? Is that all it takes to be a sports analyst? You just gotta sit in front of the mic and yell and complain about stuff?
Who's coming in the driveway?
Dad! I said we about to start wrapping up. I said we about to wrap up with some of the Jordan highlights. We about to wrap up with some of these Jordan highlights and LeBron highlights. And y'all sit here and y'all tell me who y'all think the greatest of all time is. Because genuinely, y'all cannot sit here and tell me that just because Michael Jordan had a better team at the time, that he's the greatest player of all time. Without Scottie Pippen and Skip Bayless is over here talking about, oh, who cares about Scottie? Who cares about Scottie? He's on He's on the NBA 75, Scottie Pippen. Are you serious? The NBA 75? I'm like, hold on. I'm finna look it up right now. I got ChatGPT open. Who is on the NBA 75 list? It's about to pop up. I said, who is on the NBA 75 list? It says, ordered alphabetically by last name. Let's go down to P. There it is, Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen on NBA 75, the 75th anniversary team members. He is on, like, and look who else is right here. Dennis Rodman. We got Dennis Rodman. Dennis motherfucking Rodman. So you mean to tell me that he has two players on the NBA 75 anniversary list, but Pippen wasn't a factor. Pippen wasn't a factor. Like, y'all didn't watch The Last Dance, and he was waiting for Pippen to come back. When Scottie coming back? You got to put aside your differences. Forget your pay. You said you want to win championships. We need you to come back, Scottie. We need you, Scottie. Scottie too hotty all over that body. Look, Scottie! Really? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas are insane. They don't even have Kyrie Irving on here. Bro, they don't even have Kyrie Irving on the damn 75 anniversary list. Bro, not having Kyrie on this list is insane. Oh my God, they really don't have Kyrie Irving on here. Nah, that can't be right. That can't be right. Where is Kyrie Irving? What? They didn't put Kyrie on? Kyrie? We're getting off topic. We're getting off topic. They don't. What? That's insane. No Kyrie Irving is insane. No Kyrie Irving is insane. What? I can't wait for LeBron James documentary to come out. Like, I literally cannot wait for the LeBron James documentary to come out. Is he gonna call it "Shut Up and Dribble"? It said "Shut Up and Dribble." The LeBron James stuff. First of all, LeBron James has his own school. LeBron James is more than just a basketball player. LeBron James. Let me stop. Let's watch these Jordan highlights. Ooh, I said, they got music on here. I said, nope. Sorry, if y'all want to hear some music, y'all gonna have to watch the recap video when I edit my own music on here. I ain't finna, ooh, that was nice. I said, like I said, top 2 player of all time. Michael Jordan, top 2 player of all time. That shit was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They did not box his ass out. He's nice. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that Michael Jordan is not nice. I'm just saying he's not the greatest of all time. If I'm being honest with you, I'm taking Kobe Bryant over Michael Jordan. That just might be my own personal bias, but not objectively speaking, subjectively, I'm taking Kobe over everybody. That's who I built my franchise around. I'm sorry. Y'all. What? Is that not what an NBA analyst is? Niggas just say wild stuff. I'll say some wild shit right now. Kobe Bryant is the best basketball player of all time. And what you gonna do about it? Same thing. Argue with your mamas. Cross that nigga over. I said, I gotta go back to that one. That one was nice. I said, he made that nigga fall. Said, he made that nigga fall. Said, this looks even older. That one was alright. I said, that's that tongue, that's that tongue shit that nigga like to do. Layup in, who got that layup in 2K? Ooh. Like, he's nice. I can see why y'all old heads like Jordan so much. I see why y'all like Jordan so much. I said, like, if I was a kid growing up seeing that stuff, I'd be like, oh, this man cold. But I do not have a single Michael Jordan poster up in my childhood room. Why? Because Michael Jordan was playing on the Wizards when I was watching basketball. We ain't gonna see no Wizards highlights, are we? We gonna see the Wizards highlights? We gonna see the Wizard highlights? Where the Wizard highlights? Bring out the Wizard tapes! Bring out the Michael Jordan Wizards tapes! No? Nobody had the Michael Jordan Wizards tapes? Sorry, Kobe did it better. It's my bias. Oh, God. Y'all was watching TV like this? Why is it so grainy? Ooh, you 90s niggas had it rough. Y'all probably thought this shit was fantastic, too. Good Lord. Boom! Dunking on Patrick Ewing's big ass. I'm sorry. Is this just how this video was uploaded? Is there nothing that I said? This is in 1080p. Good Lord. How could y'all see shit? You old heads had it rough. Just like Jordan had it rough when niggas didn't even know how to play basketball and they was just elbowing niggas. I watched The Last Dance. They said, anytime he come in the paint, fuck him up. I'm like, shit, that's the only thing they could do. I said, a lot of these niggas don't know how to, defense wasn't defense. They were just punching niggas. That's why the Pistons won that one year in 2004, or it was like 2003, 2004. Whatever year they hold the Lakers and they went 4-1. That shit pissed me off. I lost that quarter to my grandma. I said, I'm gonna give a little backstory. So I remember when I was 4 years old or 5 years old, whenever that little series was, and my grandma bet me that the damn Pistons would beat the Los Angeles Lakers. And me being a ride or die Kobe Bryant fan, I sure did pick my Lakers. Bet that quarter with ease. I sat there and I watched that whole finals as them niggas got beat up and fucking bullied by the fucking Pistons. Ghetto ass Michigan. And most my mom's side of the family from Michigan. Ghetto. I said, they ate that shit up. Can't stand the Pistons. Ghetto ass Detroit. I said, hey, y'all don't get on me. Most of my family from over there. I said Lansing, Detroit. I said they all from Michigan, mostly on my mom's side, and they ate that shit up. Oh, bully ass Pistons. Ooh, boom. So grainy. I didn't even see the ball go in. What? Was that a highlight? What the hell was that? Oh, that's a game winner? I'm sorry. That shit looked terrible. I'm like, that shit looks terrible. How could y'all see shit back in the day? What the hell? I'm going to go back one more time, and I'm going to let the thing at the bottom go away. Because what the hell? What the hell? It's like they blurred the goal. Good Lord. Said I can't see no numbers. So the vision is blurry. That was nice. That was nice. I like that. Ooh. 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 He said, ooh, ooh, ooh. In his face. That's where that damn meme come from. Fourth quarter. Chi-Town versus Utah. That's his number one highlight? That's his number one highlight? For real? Alright. I mean, that was a great career. Number two. Number two! Number two! Number two! Now, let's actually watch some basketball and some high quality now. Like, good Lord. So damn grainy. I see why niggas turn off the old time feature on NBA. That shit's terrible. I said, nope. I said, y'all don't get no free music off of me. No music. No music. No music. Like I said, if y'all want to hear music for these highlights, come watch the recap video. I'm not finna play no music and get this shit flagged. Oh, that's so much better quality. I love how far technology has come. So that's them Spurs. Boom! Get that weak shit out of here! Come on! Where was Jordan's blocks? Where was Jordan's steals? All he had was points. The nigga could score. Woo! With the floater. I said, this is when he was on the Lakers! Over Kevin Love, nigga! He said, get your bitch ass down! Ah! Boom, nigga! Jordan's threes. Boom! I said, hold on. I remember this series with another block! I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. This nigga Michael Jordan might have been on all defensive teams. He might have been a clamp. He might have been clamping niggas down. But you can't tell me this shit ain't phenomenal. Look at these fucking blocks. Boom! Lance Stevenson. He's like, where's my foul? He said, look, he holding up his hand. Where's my foul? What fucking foul, nigga? Or he was calling the timeout. Another three! It's a two-part! A fucking block with a three on the other end! What? And you mean to tell me that LeBron is not the greatest of all time? He's doing it on both sides of the fucking... Oh, get your little ass! What the hell? I said, Jason Terry, get your motherfucking ass on the goddamn floor! What? That's the Jet! Boom, nigga! I said, I know which one this is! I know which one this is! Get that weak shit the fuck out of here! Nigga! I said, Ghost is over here like, why are you yelling? I said, y'all see Ghost? I said, he's like, I'm like, sheesh. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Absolute dominance. Absolute dominance from LeBron James. Motherfucker, I gotta watch that shit again. I gotta watch that shit again. Boom, nigga, get that weak shit the fuck out of here! Ah! Look, Ghost is T2. He said, meow, meow. Long story short, LeBron James is the greatest of all time. Michael Jordan is number 2. LeBron James is more longevity. He's been to more NBA finals. He's a more versatile player. And Michael Jordan had a better team than LeBron James. And LeBron James has still been carrying niggas to the finals. That's it. That's all. Y'all can argue with yourselves. Y'all can talk about the analyst or whatever in this video. I don't give a damn. LeBron James is the king of basketball. And he is the GOAT. And y'all be sure to check out my other content on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try to do a live stream at least once a week with a recap video of the live stream posted on Friday as well. Y'all check me out for more content below. It's the same social media. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. It's all No Chill Saint. No Chill Saint, you know what time it is. I'm going to get my opinion, and I'm going to state my opinion, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And y'all have a great rest of y'all's night. I've been on this hoe a long time. I'm trying to watch this Mavericks game. Or I said, not Mavericks game. John Wick! My boy